The flight from Los Angeles to Tokyo was supposed to be routine. I had just settled into my seat, scrolling through my phone, when the captain's voice crackled over the intercom. "Ladies and gentlemen, we are experiencing unexpected turbulence. Please fasten your seatbelts." The plane trembled violently. The overhead bins popped open, luggage spilling out. People screamed. Oxygen masks dropped. Then, in an instant, the world turned upside down as we plummeted toward the Pacific Ocean. I remember the impact. The sound of metal screeching, a deafening roar of water swallowing the plane. I was thrown forward, my head smacking against something hard. Pain seared through my body. Darkness, cold, silence. When I opened my eyes, I was floating amidst wreckage in the middle of the ocean. The plane had broken apart and bodies drifted in the water. I was alone. I had one thing going for me: a life vest. It was a simple act, an old habit ingrained in me since childhood. I always checked for the life vest first when boarding a plane. My mother's voice echoed in my head. "You never know when you'll need it." And now it was the only thing keeping me alive. I scanned my surroundings. The ocean stretched endlessly. The wreckage was my only hope. Maybe there were supplies, something to help me survive. As night fell, the temperature dropped. The ocean was eerily quiet, except for the occasional splash of waves. My body ached, my stomach growled, and thirst clawed at my throat. Then I heard it. A distant, guttural sound. Something was moving in the water. My heartbeat quickened. Was it a rescue team? No, it was something much worse. A fin broke the surface. Then another. Sharks. Panic surged through me, but I remembered something crucial. Sudden movement could attract them. I stayed still, floating like another piece of debris. They circled me, their dark eyes scanning for weakness. Minutes felt like hours. But then, as if some unseen force protected me, they disappeared into the depths. Dawn arrived, and with it, a realization. No one was coming. The plane's emergency beacon might not have activated. If I wanted to live, I had to find land. I spotted a floating piece of wreckage, a seat cushion big enough to act as a makeshift raft. I kicked toward it and climbed aboard, but the ocean was vast and I had no way of knowing where land was. Then I remembered the secret. Years ago, I had read a survival book about ocean navigation. It said, "If you're lost at sea, watch the birds. They lead you to land." I scanned the sky. There, tiny specks moving toward the horizon. Birds. I paddled in their direction, using the wreckage as my raft. It was my only hope. Days passed, I lost track of time. The sun scorched my skin. I rationed what little rainwater I could collect. My body grew weak, but then, in the distance, I saw it. A thin, jagged line. Land. With the last ounce of strength, I paddled toward the shore. Waves crashed, dragging me under. I fought against the current, kicking and thrashing. Then, suddenly, my hands found sand. I collapsed onto the beach, gasping for breath. I was alive. Days later, a small fishing boat spotted me. The fishermen were stunned to find a plane crash survivor. News of my story spread like wildfire. People asked how I survived. Was it luck? A miracle? Number. It was the secret. That one piece of knowledge, the birds leading to land, had saved my life. And now I share this with you, because sometimes the smallest details are what stand between life and death.